Okay, this is an update. 2 weeks from accident. I have a tibia and fibula fracture. Fracture was in the middle. I also have an ankle fracture. So there was 3 fractures that I had. So what they did is they put a rod from under the knee all the way to the bottom, all the way to my ankle to support the, I forgot which one. If it's the tibia or the fibula. One of the bones, they said that it will heal by itself. The other one, they did have to put that rod all the way to the bottom. So right now, I don't have no cast or nothing. They just wrapped it, put some little mesh paper on the injuries so this don't stick on them. But you can see how it's bruised and swole. So this is I'm doing way better. This is the most I can move my fingers on my toes. I got my crutches there. Still learning how to use those. So, my name's Alfredo, and I'm going to tell you about my fracture, a little bit about my fracture. So April 28th, I believe it was a Sunday, 2021. I decided to ride my motorcycle. It was a nice weather. It was Sunday, nice weather. Colorado. I live in Colorado, Lakewood, Colorado. So weather's been crazy here. We haven't had no good, like, sunny day. It's either sunny but windy, or we get some rain, or not a perfect weather to ride. So April 28th, that Sunday was sunny, no wind. It was perfect weather for a ride. So I decided to take my motorcycle for a ride. So I got it's a 49cc, so it doesn't go that fast. So I'm just, it's a learning bike. So I've been riding around my neighborhood where I live. There's like a downhill, probably like 5 blocks from where I live. There's like this slope, and I like going in that one. Before I go to that street, because it's a main street, so you got cars coming and going fast. And when I take that, I make sure there's no cars that are coming, because it takes long for my bike to get that speed. So that's why I make sure there's no cars. So this Sunday, I went down that slope, made sure there was no cars. I checked left and right. There was no cars at all. So I made a right, because that's where that downhill starts. So I started going down, going fast. My hat was all moving. You felt the wind. I saw in my mirror, I saw this. It was a Jeep Rubicon on my ass, just out of nowhere, And I did get kind of nervous, because it was really close to me. I didn't know what to do. So my mind was like, if I there was a street coming up, a little private street, before going to the main. I think it was Wazzer. That's the main street. And to go to the main street, it's a 45 mile per hour. My bike doesn't even hit that. The most it does is 40. But with that downhill, it did hit the 45. So I didn't want to go all the way to that main street. So I wanted to cut that private street. So the Rubicon was on my ass. I was coming down pretty fast down the hill. I turned right without braking, and that's when the bike lost control. Next thing I know, I'm in the ground. I noticed people coming towards me. I can hear them rushing. I just had like a really like hot pain on my, like a hot sensation on my right leg. You know, my nervousness. I try to get up just so I can pick up the bike, but I couldn't get up. That's when I noticed my leg was like pointing or hanging, kind of hanging. I don't know, it was weird. And that's when the pain just started. Boom! It was the worst pain I ever felt. They called the ambulance. You know, 911 was there. Man, that shit hurts. Took me to the hospital. Man, that bumpy road was the worst. So yeah, the brake was in the middle, somewhere here. So I have one brake here, and another brake right there. So that's when they told me, and I didn't have surgery that Sunday. I had surgery on Monday, the next morning. I had surgery, and never been in surgery. It was the first time.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?